It should be down there, baby. Down there. Let me count the countdown. I'm all sweating and shit. Lord have mercy. Okay. Hello, my beautiful stones and gems. Let me do the intro real quick. Period. I'm sorry. Hello, my beautiful souls and gems. Thank you for clicking this video. I am your host, Miss Medusa, and this is the Medusa Show. And as you can see, we do have a full panel. Bitch, look alive! Happy Monday! Happy
No, because I was sharing the thing on my community tab.
Please do. Please, I need all my likes. Happy Messy Monday. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
We don't celebrate that because they don't like us.
Period.
We
celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Okay.
Denied. He was denied access to this country because they voted for him.
Period. Cinco de Mayo. We are celebrating Cinco de Mayo at the house. I am sipping on my signature strawberry margarita with the chamoy rim. I done licked it all off.
Not the chamoy honey. Remember them motherfuckers was putting that shit on pickles and shit?
Oh, that sounds good.
I'm pretty sure they're still doing that.
No. They was putting Takis in it too.
That sounds like a good time.
A whole bunch of mix up.
Medusa, let me find out you ratchet. No shade.
Speaking of ratchet, Medusa, I want to know why you have her wardrobe malfunctions and stuff on your Instagram stories.
Ooh.
I had a
walk with your titty out in this damn TikTok story. I said, oh,
is it nipple? Is it nipple?
I ain't see no nipple, but I could tell the titty was out.
I'm like, sometimes your titties.
It was out. I could tell that thing was.
Well, you don't have titties, so sometimes the titties have the mind of their own.
Right. Medusa's definitely well endowed. She's well endowed. Okay.
Y'all so damn ignorant. How y'all feeling? Happy Monday.
Well, yeah, it is a happy Monday.
Yeah. I got my guac and my chip. I got my.
I'm on Teddy.
You got your chips?
Me and my honey went to.
Oh no, not no lemon chips. Not no lemon chips, child.
He's not lemon. He's regular.
They look like okay, yeah. No, I don't like
okay.
We literally had that bag.
That looked like you got that out of Trader Joe's, your bougie ass. Anyway.
No, I was at Publix. Thank you.
Yeah, they got it at Publix.
Essence, what was you
saying? We went to see Sinners today.
Y'all went to where?
To see Sinners.
What's that? To see Sinners. Okay,
the movie, honey.
Okay, I'm sorry. We can start off with that. How do we feel about Sinners?
Loved it down. It surprised me. It definitely surprised me.
It. And I think
I really liked
it was like based on like real facts and like stuff that was actually happened. That made me love it more. Like, when watching it at the end to see that Sammy was a real person and like everything that happened was, based off of real events. And then Max was saying that I guess certain spots in on the French quarters in like New Orleans, you can't stay over there because the vampires like walk amongst them.
Really?
Yeah, because in Haiti, certain spots in Haiti, like if you see that little person that's dressed up head to toe with like the grass skirts and like the painted face, how you're not supposed to talk to them.
I mean, are all vampires bad though?
I don't think they are.
Anybody that's trying to suck my blood and suck the life out of me, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, if they want to turn me to, let me stop.
Right,
I've
they
had
want
the
to
life sucked out of me though, and it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. I don't know why they're like fanning over Remick, because like that white man, y'all just love white skin, and it's just like goddamn.
Speaking of white skin, can we all admit that Whitney or the white passing woman is not black? And
you niggas was wilding that whole not y'all, but I'm just saying people was like, oh my gosh, she got a little bit of 2%.
The white woman, the white walker, the white
sinners.
Yes.
Mary?
Yeah,
Mary
the one that used to date
the white woman, the only white woman on the goddamn movie. Her.
It's 2 white women. It's the white woman that was in the house with the 2 white men. Remember, she had
the other white woman. The other white woman.
The one that they trying to say is black. The one they're trying to say is black.
Who was with
but wait, I never thought she was black. I thought wait.
Oh,
I thought she was talking about the black people and her mama adopted Smoke and Stack.
No, her grandfather is half black.
Oh, child, girl.
Thank you.
So you're not even whole. You're not even half. Excuse me.
It's the closest thing to a fully black person in your lineage is your grandparent or your great grandparent, because in the movie her grandfather was half black, which means that either her great grandparent had to be fully black.
Does that make me white then?
Wow. That's what I'm. Okay, thank you. Niggas was trying to say that that's a black woman. Let me look at the comments real quick. Hey, Serena. Hey, Micah. Hey, cousin Shamar. The whole gang is here, period. Shout out to everybody that's watching.
Right, Teddy, you saw what I saw. Oh, Shamar look a little.
Right.
Wait. Is he?
Can we go back?
Yes, no.
Because you know how straight.
Yes, he is like, a part of the community.
Okay.
Oh God, not y'all thirsty.
Cause I ain't with that gay shit. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered to me. It would not have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Not enough of y'all thirsting over my cousin. Okay.
Hey, cousin.
Oh, that's your cousin.
That's my cousin.
Oh, well.
Where was cousin when I was up in Philly?
Like shit, we could have met up when we went to New York. Anyways, we'll talk. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk because we got to talk at backstage, honey.
Because we can talk about the DL Whisper, or did we want to?
Let's start with the trash.
I don't think we should start there.
Who the hell is the DL Whisperer?
Oh, honey, you
ain't
on.
Hold on.
Wait. I don't know nothing about this.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just start there.
Girl.
So there's this man on TikTok. His name is the DL Whisperer. And pretty much he is exposing the DLs. And he's like telling like telltale signs for when you can tell somebody, like trying to like warn women about when a man is DL. But it's getting to the point where it's getting like borderline homophobic. Not even borderline, like it's getting homophobic. It's to the point where he's like, now it's to the point where, like, some of the stuff that he was saying was some true tea. Like, I'm like, okay, I can see that. But now it's to the point where, like, you are, every human interaction between two men, you are calling it gay and, like, equating it to homosexuality. Yeah. And I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and I don't have any clips.
Okay, so I'm being I guess the two. I mean, I guess El said they don't know too much about this because you're not on TikTok. Essence, I'm not sure, but I can say something about this. I was on that train too. Like I was like, okay, well, because at first there was this conversation about this list going around of these DL men that are in these certain cities.
Did y'all see the list? I ain't see it.
So and I was
like, all cities had that type of list, you know.
But my thing is this: I think that I think good message, wrong messenger. Because at the end of the day, I think that a lot of these gay men and a lot of these women need to work together and to make this damn list to figure out, because y'all need to know who DL and who's not. But I feel like with the DL Whisperer, I think he's taking it a step further. He was saying some shit like, oh, well, you know, when you with two guys playing with a basketball, playing football is. I'm like, okay, now we done lost the fucking plot.
This nigga, I'm sorry, Darren. I don't mean to interrupt you. Real quick, it's to the point where he'll say if two men are maintaining eye contact for too long, it's because they gay. If two men are going out to eat, it's because they gay. It's just like if a man is abusive, it's because he's gay. It's like not everything.
If he sleep in the passenger side while y'all driving home, bitch.
Not everything is because he's gay. Hold on, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I'm never in agreement with these people who try to out DL men, because generally what it is some jaded ass motherfucker who done got hurt, or maybe they can't get the dick no more, or maybe they ain't get them the money they needed, and now they want to expose the world. Because as long as they was getting all of the dick or the booty or the mouth or whatever they was getting, everything was fine. But then the moment that anything goes sideways, I mean, you could not respond to a text in enough time. And now, it's all out, because when it was cool, you had no issue with alleged DL people. When it was not cool, then now all of a sudden you got an issue. My thing about it is this. Sure. Here's my real issue. The issue is not somebody that y'all are throwing the term DL on. The issue is people being the infidelity. That's the only issue that there should ever be. Just because you want to throw the term DL on it, because let's be clear, you have some masculine presenting gay men who who may not necessarily be in the closet, but they may not choose to tell anybody about their orientation. Right. That doesn't make them DL.
Right, because he was calling openly gay men DL, and I'm just like,
but that's my point. And a lot of these girls who do this mess, they are just angry, jilted, and jaded people that didn't get what they want. They're no different from the groupie skanks that be out there with the basketball and football and entertainment people who, when they get mad, now they want to put all of their business on blast. There's no different here. And the only difference is they just not getting the dick no more. And you mad, broke down, busted, and disgusted. Bitch, go find you another dick and go on with life.
Well, here's the thing, because he actually had, before he was the DL whisperer, he was going by another name, and he was basically saying exposés of like, oh yeah, I messed with this DL person. He didn't want to tell about his life. He had a girlfriend, and like he used to be that
DL lover boy. That's what he was.
Yeah. So and then I think what's happening now, because I was seeing some comments and it was like, oh yeah, like people in his comments was like a lot of women that's like agreeing with him and saying that, oh my God, yes. They're saying that he's like the good one. And when I saw that, I was like, oh,
the good what?
The good one, he's one of the good ones. The one that's telling her, that's trying to put her up on game or whatever the case is. I'm like, honey, the DL men are watching this and they're saying, oh, let me not do what you're explaining right now.
You know what these are? These are the ladies that get on my nerves when they'll come to me and say, can you tell me if my boyfriend's gay? I'm talking to this guy. Can you tell me if you get any vibes from him? No, bitch. That ain't my fucking job. It don't matter what what are you? No, I am not. Girl,
I had a whole. Let me not.
No, go ahead and do it.
Girl, I knew a person, because I ain't gonna say how I'm related to the person, but I knew a person that was married to a motherfucker that wasn't sure if he was.
But that's your business.
I'm like,
that is your.
Wait, no, hold on, Darren. Go ahead. What happened with the lady?
Well. I don't know who's watching.
You don't have to.
I knew a person that was married to somebody that was like not sure, and I'm just like, honey, if you're not sure, then what's going on? What's the attributes? And when you were telling me the attributes, I'm like,
well, what were the attributes?
Okay, the nigga eat crab legs or some foo-foo frivolous shit.
If you have to ask if your man is gay or not, the problem is you, because how somebody presents themselves is not a guaranteed determination of their sexuality. You have some very straight men that may, what society calls have feminine tendencies or whatever. That doesn't negate who they are, in their sexuality. Equally, you have some gay men who society may say, oh, I can't believe and it doesn't matter. All of this, let me find out if they love you and they here for you and you love them and you looking for something, that means you want to get out that relationship. That doesn't mean you're looking for a reason to not be in a relationship with that person.
Right.
Comments real quick, and I'm gonna get to you, Essence, real quick. Harold Cordero
Hey, Harold.
to the panel. Hey, Harold. Let's talk about the fact that he had an entire TikTok prior to this where he would tell his story times of his interactions with DLs. He only doing this because he's getting rejected by the same DL niggas. He is playing a very dangerous game. And let me just say this. No, but let's be clear. A lot of those women are only referring to him as the good ones because they're only saying it to find out if their man is hunching boys on the side. Let me say this.
Right.
Let me just say this.
And let's be clear. The moment he say something that they don't like, he gonna be that cigarette butt.
Essence, go ahead. You get your commentary. Hello, everybody. I'm live on YouTube. Join my live. Go ahead, Essence.
I just feel like people that do this, first of all, I just feel like, okay, first of all, I just feel like they think that everything is gay. That's the damn problem. They think that everything is gay. A man can't even go out to eat with his friends without it being, oh, y'all all gay, y'all all just touching butts. Like, I just feel like, and even after you say that, a lot of women aren't going to leave their man, and I feel like that's okay, but what's the purpose of saying that?
Let me say this, okay? You wouldn't need to, and I'm talking to my ladies, I'm talking to people with vaginas. You would not need to follow the DL whisperer if y'all just used condoms and got on PrEP.
I mean,
no, I'm just saying, because y'all trying to make it a sexual health thing. Y'all saying like, oh, these DL men are putting our sexual health at risk. If you were so fucking worried about your sexual health, use some condoms, get on PrEP, get tested, make sure your partners are being tested, and leave it at that. Like, because you can't control what another person is doing.
I just want 15 seconds to dispel this. There's this notion, especially when you present the DL into the situation and you start talking about sex and or people may or may not be getting certain STDs, STIs. I just want to dispel this notion that there's this notion that women only get HIV from having sex with a DL man or from having sex with a man that had sex with another man. Because let's be clear, the disease is not a gay disease. It's not only for, and the that's not even back in the day, even though they were calling it a gay, they first called it gay related immune deficiency. It was called GRID at first. There were women who had the disease as well, and they did not know because in the early detections, they weren't testing women for it like they were testing men, and many women died as well in the early stages of it. But even to this day, that stigma still comes where there's this attack on the gay community still surrounding HIV and AIDS because of the whole DL phenomenon that came in the 90s and them attaching the gay women catching HIV and or AIDS, throwing that onto the gay community to make them the fall guys still for the fact that, I mean, anybody can get it. Also, like you said, Medusa.
I also want to point out in 2014 they released. Now I don't know how up to date, how current these statistics are, but in 2014 they released some, like the National HIV, what have you, released some data saying that the highest rates of HIV is amongst Black heterosexual men over the age of 50.
Well, there you go.
Let's say that. Let me say it again for the people in the back. The community that has the highest levels of HIV are Black heterosexual men over the age of 50. And it makes sense. It cancels out because Black men from that generation, they don't use condoms. And like you said, like Teddy, like you said, they associate it with a gay disease. Oh, that's for the F words. That's for the gays. And so it's like, no, like, and it's Black women over the age of 50 that are subjected to this disease. And it's not by gay men. It's by these nasty ass, dirty ass. Come on, and like that's. Could I say this? Now let me say this. Let me speak to my ladies, right? Y'all stood up here and y'all want to shame DL men, and y'all want to fucking police men's sexuality. Whole time you lay random nigga. Come on, shout out to the random man in Atlanta. You lay up with a random man that you just met on Tinder, that you just met online. You let him run up in you raw, dump all up in you raw. You fuck around and get an STD, and now you want to blame it on the gays? Now you want to blame it on the
Honey, that nigga don't even wash his ass.
Like,
but here's the deal. We live in a society as well. Why would someone who is bisexual, if you reside in the B corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound, why in everything that is holy would you want to tell your female partner that you are bisexual? Because you know good and hell well, if that's introduced into the conversation that with your girlfriend or a female partner that you are bisexual as a male, 8 times out of 10, that is a deal breaker for that woman.
Well, you gotta be honest now.
I disagree. There are black women who are open.
I'm not saying there aren't any, but I said 8 times out of 10.
Yeah, yes, you're right. 8 times out of 10, they're not with that shit, but 2 times out of 10, there are. And there are black women who are okay with bisexual men. That's what I'm saying. Like,
they are the minority and not the majority.
Okay, that's fine. But instead of you trying to force black women who are not into it to try to like be with you, just go and find a black woman that is okay with her man stepping out and because they exist. I promise you, they do.
Yeah,
they might not be a large amount of them, but they're out here. There are black women who will say with their whole chest, me, myself included, like, I don't have a problem with you being bisexual. That's not an issue for me.
Yeah.
They exist. We exist. We're out here.
But here's my other pushback.
Go ahead, Essence. Go ahead real quick.
I am definitely one of those women. I have been loving queer men since I loved women. Okay, like I had a queer boyfriend in 8th grade. Been true to this. Ain't new to this at all. And I feel like being at 2025 and more women are becoming like, you know what? If it's okay for women to be bisexual, men can be bisexual too. I don't understand the double standard. So I feel like if you eat a man, Bunky, come on now. You go ahead.
But Essence and Medusa, y'all have to be honest about this. I want y'all to be real. You know, most of the black women out there, if that is introduced into the conversation, you know that's a deal breaker for you. See them all the time. I'm not saying everybody. I didn't say every black woman, but I'm saying the vast majority.
I would say yes. There is a large, overwhelming majority of women who are against bisexuality, but there is also I don't know, like
a good number,
a decent amount of black. There is a decent amount of black women who are okay with dating bisexual men. And so that's why I don't understand why some bisexual men, not all, hey, how you doing, DJ Soul Child? Some bisexual men feel the need to like push and like almost like kind of like, not, I want to say force. I see what you did.
Oh, what you want? You on TikTok Live? I was about to say, I'm like, I know that nigga ain't here. Ooh.
No, he's not. But I'm just saying he's one of them. Like some bisexual, some of the bi guys, it's like you're trying to make fetch happen. You're trying to force. I'm not okay. If a black woman, I don't like this. Let me say this. I don't like it when black women, I feel like black women should be able to say, hey, I'm not there yet. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not with all that. I'm sorry. I'm not with that. I feel like black women should be given the grace. And I don't feel like we should be calling them biphobic. And even if they are, then if she's biphobic, then why the fuck do you want to fuck with her? Why do you want to act a bisexual man?
You can't have it both ways, though. You cannot have it both ways.
What you mean?
You can't in one breath say, oh, there are a lot of people out here that women out here that are okay with people being bisexual, but then in the same breath say, well, you need to be able to let black women say that they're not down with that. Because what happens is, I don't even have a problem if you say that, but what happens is if I talk to 10 people, and 8 of those 10 people tell me, nope, I'm not with that. Guess what I'm going to conform to? I'm going to conform to the 8. And what that means is I'm going to say it's probably not a good idea because the odds are not in my favor of me finding someone that's going to be okay with that. Consequently, on the other side, on the gay side, gay men refuse to believe that bisexual men are actually bisexual because they try to a lot of gay men try to force bisexual men into the corner of being, oh, you just gay and you playing around.
Can I say
That's
something?
the issue as well.
When I was dating a bisexual man, do you know who I got the most pushback from? It wasn't from women, it was from gay men. When I would tell people, when I would tell other gay men that that the person who I was interested in was
they
bisexual,
probably say, oh, he gay.
they'd be like, what? Like, oh, are you serious? I would get so much discouragement from gay men. They would be the ones that would be putting sowing seeds of doubt.
So when you think about it, if you get it from both sides.
Let me finish. It was not women. Yes, there were some women, but it was mostly gay men that were like, oh girl, no, that nigga's gay. Da, 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 da. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff that they were saying was true. Like some of the stuff, some of the things that they were saying, telling me that
I don't want to say nothing.
some of the stuff that they were telling me to look out for was true. Like,
I'm just not gonna say nothing. I'm not.
No, bitch, say it. Hurry up and say it so we can move on to the next topic.
Because I feel like the thing about, and we can close off after this shot because I'm done talking about this.
Me too.
The thing about it is though, the reason why a lot of gay men feel that type of way also about bisexual men, and it's not that I'm in disbelief that they exist because I'm growing now. I'm an adult now, and I can understand complexities of personality and what you into and stuff. But I think our first experience with a bisexual man was like, well, yeah, I date girls, but I on guys. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just how I work. Like that was told to me by a bisexual. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like I have this preconceived notion because my experience with a couple of bisexual men was, bitch, you only for fucking, and then you gonna date the girl. And give all the attention and love to the girl. So I'm just like, I want to be with somebody that's in tune with me fully.
Let's move on.
So let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Shout out to the bisexual man. And
shout out to you.
Shout out to the bisexual man. Yes, you are loved. It is a safe space. And shout out to gay black men. Period. Do we not fuck? And you know what? I don't have a problem with DL men. Well, do we? I don't know. Do we have a problem? I mean, I
got a problem with DL men. Yes, DL men. Yes, I got a problem with them motherfuckers.
Yes,
I don't have a problem. Can I just say this?
Liars.
I don't have a problem with DL. I feel like the problem is these hypersexual men. The DL men would not be a problem if you women would protect
the problem
yourselves.
is the infidelity. There's the problem. The problem is the infidelity.
Because the problem is the STDs, and you can avoid STDs if you get on PrEP and use a fucking condom. I'm just saying, like, that's really what it comes down to. Because if you're talking about your sexual health, like the problem is our sexual health being arrested. Bisexuality.
Yeah, but they be lying. They be putting you in situations, and I
mean, people that are not DL lying. I mean, lying is not.
I was invited to somebody's place. I was invited by DL before. I come inside, you got the damn race car kid beds in there. I'm like, oh, you got a whole wife and kids. I'm just like,
I mean, but you got people that are straight, gay, everything that lie. Right?
Niggas lie.
Women lie too.
I feel like okay, real quick, and then we can move on. I feel like the DL men that are like, super hypersexualized, like he has like 20 bitches on his roster, plus him being married or in a relationship, and he just cannot stop cheating. Those are the dangerous ones because once you get a piece of what you've been looking for, you're going to go crazy behind it.
Okay.
Straight men do that too.
Okay, let's move on. Did
we want to talk about? I feel like everybody a little bit gay. You know what I'm saying? Like
real quick. Let's move on. Did y'all see this video, this viral video of the dark skinned girl? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I'm live on YouTube. Make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Y'all saw that video of the dark skinned girl with the pop the balloon challenge?
No.
I'm gonna play the clip.
I think there's like an attraction between us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, she's someone that's your type?
Yeah. She's my type. Definitely, I like her skin tone.
Oh,
I like dark skinned women. She's beautiful. You know what I mean? And I like the fact that you got braids. Like you embracing your yeah.
Oh, I'm shocked, and I didn't think you were attracted.
Why are you shocked?
I don't know. I didn't think I was his type.
I should think that, but
you're very beautiful. I like your skin tone again, and you got gorgeous almond eyes, and
Okay.
So are you still leaving your balloon on pop? Is he someone that is your type?
He's attractive. I just didn't think I was his type.
Why are you eliminating yourself? You want the balloon back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my thing. Well, no, because that didn't make any sense. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of. I mean, he do we consider him light skinned? Let's just ask
He's
that.
light skinned in comparison to her.
Okay.
He's not light skinned, but in comparison to her, yeah.
Right. I can have an understanding how a dark skinned person may feel that a lighter skinned person probably won't view them as like attractive, because colorism is a real thing. But in most cases, it be the light skins be with the light skinned men be with the dark skinned women, child. It be the dark skinned nigga that be having the issue with women.
Yes.
You spoke for me.
Okay, so
why would you pop your balloon because you thought he wouldn't like you? That's the thing. That
right. Okay, so I feel like I get where she was coming from, because looking at him based on his hair alone, it looks like he like him either white or really light, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also speaking from experience, being a dark skinned Black woman married to somebody that is like 3 shades lighter than me, this motherfucker be wanting to eat my skin. You understand me? So it's definitely certain people out there, but I guess nowadays with these type of Black men, you just never fucking know. They will be like, oh, I'm married to this beautiful Black woman, but then cheat on you with nothing but light skinned bitches.
But my question is, my only thing real fast is, she seems slow in the head to me.
Right.
If you supposed to pop the balloon based on if you like the person, not based on whether or not you think the person is going to like you, that just didn't make sense to me. So, you pop the balloon.
I think she wanted to cancel herself out because like I don't want you to drag me and tell me how you don't want me.
Why you up here?
Yeah.
Why you up here?
It's fear of rejection, and I'm gonna speak. And I know.
Okay, but if you have a fear of rejection, why go on this show?
Patty, hold on, listen. So, and I know I'm not. People tell me that I'm not dark skinned, but I'm gonna still speak on the behalf of dark skinned women. I think that she feel like she know the type of man that goes for her, the type of men that are generally attracted to her, and so I'm assuming that he wasn't the type. Like, she knows the type of man that goes for her, and so she's like, oh yeah, you're not checking for me. Let me go ahead and save myself the embarrassment and save myself the rejection. I get it, but I will say this. Black women, and I'm speaking specifically to my deep dark skinned Black women, this is how you fuck around and miss out on your blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Because and I want to say something else. I find, and maybe it's because I'm not deep dark skinned, but a lot of light skinned biracial men, they want to talk to me,
but it could be like a fetish too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly. And I was gonna say that I find that a lot of times, like when I'm out with like a mixed crowd, like when I'm with like a group of non-Black women, the light skin or the non-Black men be on me, and I find that the non-Black women or the biracial girlies be like really taken aback, like they're so surprised that
girl, they be shocked, like
that he wants the chocolate, honey, and like that's what I'm saying. Like Black women, dark skin, deep dark skin Black women, he want it. He wanted it, honey.
And when I tell you, they be like, me and Max have known each other since 2015, and it was never not like I want to be with you. Like, Buddy has been consistent since day one. Like, little Black babies. Like what Shannon and that little girl was saying, that's the vibe they be on. They be like, I want all my kids to look like you. They be loving that shit.
And I'm just coming from it purely from like, clearly the pop the balloon game been out for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's not a new phenomenon.
Shit.
No. Let me can I finish my point?
Yes, you can
my point.
Go ahead.
The point that I'm going to make is I understand that she may have insecurities. My thing is, if you're someone with those types of insecurities, I just would not be on no pop the balloon contest, because the way these people be clowning or pop the balloon on people, like they take the smallest little thing and they be, and I literally cringe sometimes watching it. So I'm like, if she's just that insecure about herself, baby, why are you on pop the balloon contest? Because them people be clowning over there. And so that's why I say, I think maybe we missed something that he said earlier that maybe made her pop the balloon. Because it's just hard for me to think that she popped it just because she thought he wasn't going to like her.
I'm reading the comments. Hey, Micah, she was down on herself so bad. Oh, it was sad. All that makes me sad. But it was a happy ending. Darren is so right. She was avoiding embarrassment. I can see her point of view. And then those of us who have meat on our bones, many of us have insecurities, being attractive to someone who is a gym rat or active fitness. That guy looked fit. Well, you never know. You just never know who want it. He still want it, and that's all I'm saying.
And I'm pretty sure he would have chose her over all them other bitches.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just playing.
I mean, she didn't look fine to me. I would have chose her.
Period.
Okay, period.
Let's move on.
We're gonna get to the heavy hitter topic, Sandy.
Yeah, what is the heavy hitter? Do we have any thoughts, real quick, while I have you on the line? Do we have any thoughts about Shannon Sharp?
Everything he got coming to him, he deserved it. He had a segment with him and Chad Ocho Stupid, and they were saying how something about older black women and like how we're a boss, but we're a boss by ourselves. And he basically was saying that he targets younger girls because they're like impressionable, but he didn't say that word.
Can I say something real quick? When y'all be saying that y'all like younger women, like I'm thinking like you mean like I'm thinking you mean like 10, maybe 15 years at most younger than you. Like, but 19, like you in your 50s and you talking to a 19-year-old, like that is fucking disgusting. His daughter
is older than that girl.
You said what?
Ooh. His daughter is older than that girl.
His daughter is older than me. His daughter is like 32 or 33.
If you don't get you a 40 or a late 30 something and call it a fucking day.
It's like Shannon Sharp. You're 56, right? Right? 56, 57?
Yeah.
You could, even if you went and got you a woman that was in her mid-30s, that would still be significantly younger than you. So there's no reason for no nigga in their 50s to be talking to a bitch that's in her 20s or early 30s. Go ahead, Teddy.
Everything about this young man's existence.
He's not young.
Everybody's a young man and a young lady. It don't matter how old. You could be 90 years. Everybody's young man or young woman for me.
Okay.
Everything about this young man, that's just my term, my colloquial term. But everything about this young man's existence is he's from that time period where they have to live up to people's expectations or they have to look good in front of the boys. He's an athlete. So he's someone who, and he's an athlete that comes from the 80s and stuff like that.
He ain't been an athlete in over 20 years, but go ahead.
Let me finish. He's been involved in and around sports his entire life. And so my point is, with him being an athlete and always being in and around sports, his whole mentality is trying to impress the people in that circle. That's the point that I'm making. And so him wanting to have a young woman on his arm, that rings well in that circle of athletes because they can get pretty much whoever they want. Him always being with these white women, that rings well with people in that circle, in the circles that he's trying to impress. What does not bode well is him living in his truth. What does not bode well is you having your real boo next to you all the time. The people start to say, who is that? And then you throw your boo to the side and get some ugly white skank because that rings well within the circle of people who you're trying to impress. Now, because the man was on the podcast one time, talked about he fucked a woman in her vagina and she started shitting. And I said, sir, that's not how anatomy works with women. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how
it is. It is though, Teddy. That does happen sometimes.
You know his race play having ass.
It happens if you fucking somebody up the ass.
You know his race play having ass probably was like, it's okay. We'll get the clean lady.
He said he was sleeping with a girl in her vagina, and Teddy, you don't have a vagina, so sometimes if you got the bubble guts, and he hitting that thing. And don't let him put a finger in your butt.
Y'all trying to make y'all really trying to have a stretch. Every woman who I've shown that to, they all look, they'll be like, What the fuck is he talking about? Every woman will have
All right, but Teddy, don't act like niggas don't be accidentally painting.
No.
A woman.
He said that the girl shit it.
I'm saying that it's possible. I'm saying that it's possible.
Right. So what I'm saying is it's like a cause and effect. Like, if you're going up the backyard, it will make the front yard turn into a fountain, right? It's the same thing. If you're going up the front yard and it got to come up the backyard, I know it's been plenty of times. Yeah,
because it's definitely something.
We've been together for 6 years, and I promise you, it's been a lot of times when I say, hold on, I got a poont.
You had some shitty dicky?
No. I mean like past gas.
Some shitty
right.
You passing gas is very different from you shit.
And I feel like also size has a lot to play with it, because if it's too big and the girl is too small, it's gonna cause a lot of shit. Her body gonna be off.
So I have heard of women boo-booing during vaginal sex because they have the bubble guts and their stomach is hurting. I want to just give
Baby, if you having a bubble guts, why are you out here getting your back blown out?
Well, listen, so that's what we're just going back. Right,
if I got the bubble guts, baby, you're not gonna be fucking me.
Going back to the cause and the fact, that's what we're saying. You can definitely get pounded out in your vagina, and it can cause you to squirt out a little bit of shit. Okay, let me look at.
So I have one more thing to say about Shannon, and I feel like what women need, even women, young girls, because now they're preying on the young girls. What we all need to understand, whoever is about to get into the field of dating heterosexual men, if you see a man that's over 40 to 45, pushing 50, and he by himself, and he gives you the whole, I just can't find nobody on my age, and women on my age, red flag. That motherfucker will suck all your youth out.
But let's be clear, this is not a new phenomenon.
Yeah.
Old men dating young women go all the way from the annals of time. As long as people been alive,
I would say
even some of
these millennial men are nasty old men. Like obviously, I feel like 35. Once they hit 38, if he's not really looking to settle, I'm talking about heterosexual men. If he's 38 and he's not like adamant about settling down, red flag. Let me look at the comments real quick. Uncle Shay Shay, living your truth, baby. Harold said, just let me know when you're ready to sign an NDA. Harold, you would give Uncle Shay Shay some of that. You would give Uncle Shay Shay some of that Bucci cat. Would y'all fuck Shay Shay? Be honest. Hey Xavier.
No.
Yes.
He too goofy for me.
If I wasn't married, obviously. If the check was clearing.
What's wrong with a goofy nigga?
I like goofy men, but he too.
His
aura don't match with mine.
Can I say something? I'm gonna say something. Before I got married, I always thought I envisioned myself with a Shannon Sharp, like an older, like an old, not like Shannon, but like an older Southern man, just like. Maybe not that old, not obviously not no nigga that's pushing 60, but like this like an old soul.
Okay.
Eating ham hocks. I would have never imagined myself with no Philly nigga.
Not Shannon look like Miss Netta.
He do. He do.
Who said that?
He do. I can't unsee that. I cannot unsee that. I cannot unsee that. Oh my God.
He got mad when somebody said that too.
Oh, I cannot unsee that.
What did Xavier say? Oh my goodness.
He has to prove his manhood. It would be more believable if he were getting caught up with black women. Always be in murky waters with these Caucasoid women is a red flag for me. I agree. Who else be with the hey Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, double minority is up in here. How you doing?
Where he at? Oh, hey, Double!
Eating them ham hocks.
It's because they was on my TikTok. Okay, let me go back. Come on, ham hocks. Come on, ham hock. Y'all know what y'all know about that? Okay, hold on. I want some
ham hocks and hog.
Now, maybe not Shannon, but Ocho, he can get it though.
Ocho can get it every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
Every day of the week.
I wish he could come and headbutt this pussy.
Right.
Ocho can get it every day of the week.
Honey, throw me around the room, honey.
Right, wrap me up.
Hey, Darren.
I'm just playing.
No. Y'all talking about doing something with Ocho Cinco, and he got that shit.
He got that
Good
what?
shit.
Exactly.
What he got?
He got what?
He got something that made his ex-fiance leave his ass.
Not you talking about old chick that was on Wags.
Yes.
Oh no, that bitch the one who got something. Now I'm from Miami. I can tell you.
Is it curable or not?
Now that whore right there. She's the one. She's the carrier. She's the one that has records.
Oh,
at the
carrier. Never mind. I'm out.
He got what he got?
You said carrier. Never mind.
No, but
She's the whole carrier. That woman has files over there down to the health department at Miami-Dade County on 12th Avenue.
Stop it.
Carrier.
Stop it. How would you know? Because it definitely can happen. I don't even know what we're talking about. Yes, Medusa. He said he was forking that lady so good that she shat. Last time I checked, I don't think women shat out there with JJ's. She had gas, Harold. She probably had the bubble gum.
Y'all trying to get this woman a lot of excuses.
Girl.
He was fucking one of our trans sisters. Let's just call it what it is. And she had, she painted him.
Not pure for men.
Or he could have just been sleeping with a woman and she just shit on.
You know what? They said Trey Songz into that scat play too.
Y'all don't understand that, like, hitting it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, behind.
Odell Beckham Jr. into it.
If you're face down, butt up, you're going to start pooing. You're going to pass gas.
Nah, Putin, honey, Putin.
Get your fiber up. Xavier said, get your fiber up. Hold on, I'm reading the comments real quick. It can happen. Y'all sounding like the straight stop making generalizations about women's bodies. It can definitely happen. And like, you're not a woman. You don't have a vagina, so
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you don't get it.
Okay. But all of this goes with me accepting that but that Shannon Sharp is a strictly heterosexual man, and the fact that I do not buy into any parts of that, I'm not in agreement of it at all.
Two things can remain true at the same time. Yes, Shannon Sharp might like men, but he also could have made a woman a cisgender woman shit herself. Like, it's very possible.
Okay,
it's never happened to me. It's never. And I want to just say this may be some TMI, but I've never shit on myself, but I've definitely been on the verge. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute,
right?
Okay, well,
y'all need to start preparing yourself. Like,
right, everybody,
we don't have no problems. Maybe we take care of this stuff before we get to the bedroom.
I know you're not saying that y'all don't have them problems, bitch. I thought this was a safe space because y'all know y'all be hating the girls.
But the gays, we take care of it. We got pills and all kinds of stuff to make sure we be ready, girl.
Yeah, you didn't even catch what Xavier said. He said that pure for men. That pure for men clean you out.
We gotta make sure that we're prepared for two. It's two.
And if you know you about to get freaky deaky, you can't be eating no damn beans and all them things.
Beans, green, potatoes, tomatoes.
Well, that's the beauty of having a vagina. We can eat whatever the fuck we want. And we can still get some dick.
I can eat whatever I want to. My man don't have no problems.
Anyways, I don't believe that.
Anyway, let the girl.
Right. Anyway, hold on. Let me read the comments. Okay, hold on. Okay, there is such thing as fleeting for women. Also, period. He can suck my youth while I drain them pockets. I know that's right. Shannon Sharp looks like Miss Netta. Shannon, stop it. Shannon could fuck me. He can throw me down, slap me, and drag me. All right.
I could have shot his big ass. I'm sorry. He's too big.
Mrs. Netta look like Shay. Ocho got too many fucking kids. I agree. Y'all think Ocho got some good dick?
Probably.
Can we do a marry, fuck, or kill real quick? Give me 3 niggas. Put Ocho on the list.
Absolutely not. Kill them all.
No. I'm
not
sorry.
Kill them all.
I'm interested in playing stepmom. It's the gay men trying to tell y'all what the fuck we going through. Like, tell us how our coochies work. Thank you.
Who? That's Teddy.
No, it was you too, Darren. Stop it. Okay, we're sorry, ladies.
Darren love trying to blame me. You trying to blame me.
Okay, we're sorry, ladies. We're not trying to police your bodies. I'm just saying it sounds really sketchy. Okay, we can move on. Did y'all want to talk about the main topic?
What's the main topic?
Marc Lamont Hill on the Joe Budden podcast.
Y'all not gonna give my frat brother too much. That's what you not gonna do.
No,
and I don't know why people are dragging him, because at the end of the day, he getting it's a damn free check. It's a goddamn free fall. He's paid to talk to stupid people.
I feel like people have. Oh, you want to go ahead?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like people have something to say about what Marc Lamont Hill is saying versus what Ish is saying, because a lot of men that watch that podcast act like Ish and Joe Budden, which they're cut from the same cloth, but they're both just, one is just more stupider than the other. You know what I'm saying? So when they see a smart man that actually has a degree and knows what he's talking about, like Marc, they're like, oh, this jigaboo don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He need to shut up, because they're not used to seeing people that actually know what they're saying and confident in what the fuck they're saying. It's dumb.
Can I play the clip?
Community told us that COVID-19 was legit, and all of the facts that we heard about COVID-19 were accurate. And the people, stop. Why go though?
I'm whispering to you.
So you're not whispering.
Yo,
So listen to this. And the people, the doctors that came out against COVID-19, they demonized them and kicked their ass and made up all of this shit that discredited them. So the same thing that you're saying about, it's an easy thing, bro. You could jump on YouTube, you could do some scientific study yourself and find a whole bunch of academics that say that the world is flat.
Name one.
I don't.
That's not. Show me one. Let me ask you a question. Can you come back to no?
Okay.
This is what he does. He makes an argument, and then when he's asked for proof,
I don't know them by name. That don't disprove what I'm saying.
can you come back next week with one? Can you come back next week?
Yeah, I could.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. But you can't keep doing this when you say
No, you tell me
every time I ask you for an answer.
I don't know the name.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying. And then when I say, why you go, you got it, you got it, you got it. And then when I go back to respond, you come back, you got it.
That's not what's happening.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
saying name one. Please. I don't know them. So because I don't know them, that don't discredit what I'm saying. You keep saying name them. It's like Dr. Umar saying cite your source.
Yes.
Right? Nigga, we having a conversation. I can't say, yo, page 18 of this particular book.
No.
It still don't discredit what I'm saying. I'm telling you
that's not
that.
what I'm saying. I wasn't asking. I'm saying come back tomorrow with one.
If you wanted to, because it's not a big deal.
I have studied. It is a big deal. I have studied this. No, I'm disagreeing.
If you wanted to really research the possibility of these things being accurate, I'm not saying that they are. I'm saying I'm open to it. I'm saying I've seen enough shit from niggas that have a brain that aren't.
I don't. The amount of brain cells I just lost, I'll never do.
Go ahead, Ashes. Go ahead. You can go first.
What I'll say is, I feel like if I was Marc, I would definitely continue to be on this podcast, because not only am I making free money, I'm making this nigga mad. And I'm getting paid to do this because he don't know what he was talking about. In my video that I posted on TikTok, I said that when he said that that's like asking Dr. Umar where he got his resources from, I already knew that you didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, because Dr. Umar don't never know what the fuck he's talking about. He be making up his own shit. So you making up your own shit just like him, you dumb.
He does make up his own
shit. And
shit.
I feel like, and he is a red pill ass man, and I feel like men that look at him going to start to act like him, because he's looking at men that look like that act like Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the blind leading the blind, basically.
I think the reason why Marc Lamont Hill was on this show was because Joe Budden's podcast, not that it had a lot of credibility to begin with, but it was losing a lot of its credibility when he added Ish and this other guy that I do not have a name for on the goddamn show after he X'd out Rory and Maul. It was a happy medium with them on there. They ended up getting into it. They left. And now you brought these niggas in that don't know shit that you found off your old boys from whatever the fuck, bumblefuck. You get what I'm saying? And they're not equipped with having conversations. I don't think Joe is the smartest person, but like, he's definitely smarter than them niggas. And them niggas don't know what the fuck they talk about every time. And it's clear that when he said, "Well, I don't know the page of this thing to cite my source," you're not even preparing to get on the show. You're just sitting there and going through the fucking motions. And Marc Lamont Hill is really dragging your ass every step of the goddamn way. And it's funny to watch. And I think that's why he's on the show. And Marc Lamont Hill is getting a check out of it because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not really doing too much work to really be here. So it's a free check for me.
Go ahead, Teddy.
The thing about it is, especially with a lot of these red pill people, these idiots, and they try to turn the outside world into the barbershop. And as a black man who grew up going to barbershops my whole life, some of the most insane conversations this side of heaven goes on just like that in barbershops, where they just throw anything out there, anything that makes no sense. This shit is allowed to just grow legs, live out there like it's the gospel truth. They have no evidence of this, nothing no empirical data or anything. They're just throwing something out there that they heard, and then they want you to believe it as if this is scientific research. And that is what the whole red pill society, the manosphere is. Them taking the fuck shit that we have had to live through for a long time. And barbershops are dangerous ass places. Dangerous ass places. Please be clear. And what you have, and for Marc, what Marc is not going to last long there, because that kind of stuff, even with the money, is exhausting. I've met Marc Lamont Hill several times. I've had discourse and conversations with him, and it's going to get to a point where you be like, I don't have the energy. You know what I'm saying? Where the money is not worth the fuck shit and the bullshit. Why am I going to be arguing with this man who makes no sense? Because you know what's going to happen in the comment sections. It's going to be 75% of the people that's where old light-skinned dude side, because they're like him and they don't want to go and do the homework and the research anyway, and they just want to go ahead and believe the stupidity and the fuck shit anyway.
No. From the comment section, most people are on Marc Lamont's Hill side. I agree with you, Darren. This is easy money. I feel like Marc Lamont Hill, he does have it. And now, Teddy, I understand that this is your fraternity brother, so I won't give him too much, but I do feel, I mean, and also he also is a Temple University professor. With that being said, I've already said this to his face, so I don't have a problem with saying this on the platform. I do feel like Marc Lamont Hill does have a tendency to advocate for Black women when it's convenient. For me, I have a nasty taste in my mouth with Marc Lamont Hill because of that whole situation with Basketball Wives. When he hosted the Basketball Wives reunion and pretty much was in an intricate aspect of the gaslighting of a dark-skinned Black woman, when Evelyn Lozada's racist Hispanic ass called OG a monkey, and but
that bitch had all her sense to not try her though.
Say it again.
She had all her sense to not run up on her.
And Marc Lamont Hill defended Evelyn Lozada and said that she was Afro-Latino, and he defended her use of the N-word. So, I do feel like Marc, and this is my opinion, but I do feel like, and like I said, this is the opinion that I have no problem saying to his face. I do feel like Marc Lamont Hill's advocacy for Black women, it can be bought. He advocates for the Black woman when it's convenient, when he wants to fuck us, when he's attracted to Black women, that's when it's easier for him to advocate. When the coochie is right and when the check is right, that's when he's more likely to advocate for Black women. But when those things don't align with his pockets, then he makes we see other decisions. That's my opinion. These are not the thoughts. These are not facts. These are my opinions. These are just simple observations. But going back to the whole barbershop conversation, yeah, I do agree. I do feel like barbershop conversations are very limiting. However, on the same token, I do feel like a lot of Black men, they do find comfort in the barbershop. Like, it's like they find it like heterosexual Black men look at it to be like a safe space for them, and probably to a safe space for their ignorance. Right. I feel like
that's a bunch of dumbass bitches telling each other exactly.
Right. Unfortunately, I have the unfortunate reality that I have to go to these places because there ain't no damn gay barbershops. And yes, they be
not yet.
Stupidest, most outlandish, dumb shit ever.
The barbershop is a dangerous place.
Especially, girl, when I was with my college in Jersey City, when we go to the west side of Jersey City, it's the ghetto, honey. Them niggas used to say some dumb shit. Like, oh my God, I'm like, did you get the just enough good agree? You got the GED or something
And
like
the
girl.
crazy part is that they be saying this dumbass shit to women. Like they say this to their baby mamas, to their wives, and it's just
they're 100% like free in their child. They be referring to women as females, like and it's female.
As bad as y'all think it is when they say it to y'all, it's exponentially worse in the barbershop. Oh my God!
Calling them out their names, saying I slapped this bitch. I'm like, whoa.
It's insulting.
And you know what? I blame the women too for letting men get away for being just such weird ass pervs for so long. Because before I got shot, bitch, I used to go to the club to fight the men. I'm going to fight you. Put your hands on me when you walking past and you think you're gonna grab my butt, you grabbing something else on your way down. Okay. So I feel like a lot of women, we need to go back to telling men that, you know, you're a loser, you are a bomb. And to humble them. They need to be humbled. Because you think that you're all that in a bag of chips and you ain't worth a damn.
A lot of these men, a lot of the audacity that these men have is because a woman is letting them fuck on them and dump all inside of them.
And let's be clear. I know some, and I know y'all know some women that are perfectly okay with these kind of men and invite and encourage this foolishness. But there are women out there that are here for all of it.
I will say that I'm not friends with those type of women.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that that's you or that's the people, but I'm saying we all know some women that are perfectly okay.
Get here on his comment because he said something at the end. I'm trying to figure out what. Hold on.
This one.
Yeah, then you have a sector of mass for mass act like all the homophobia and misogyny doesn't happen in average. Yeah, I hate them pick me ass. It's okay. Let's be real. I had to censor myself.
Lord,
I hate them pick me ass punks that want to get chosen and be like, "Oh, you the good ones, or you cool with me?" Even though I don't like y'all. Y'all are dangerous.
I still side eye him for his support for Jill Stein. Yeah, like I said, he only advocates for black women when it's convenient.
And I hate them bitches like that. Like they really ruined this election. You bitches really ruined that election. You Jill Stein ass whores.
Let's be clear. Even if everybody who did vote for Jill Stein, even if they did vote for Kamala, they say that she still wouldn't have won. Like that election was stolen. So
I was about to say, if you expect me to believe the results of this election, then I have to go with that.
So it's kind of one of those things where, like, but I do think that it does say a lot about your morals and values that you voted for somebody that you knew was not going to win. Like, you practically like threw your vote away, and like that goes. And that's not just Marc Lamont Hill. That's anybody.
I'm not gonna. Well, I'll say like this. Even on that, I know someone who I know a handful of people that are set in their convictions, and they have a certain belief in certain parties, and they're not going to deviate from their respective party. Somebody like that I can respect because you have the strength and courage of your conviction to say, I'm a libertarian and that's where I'm going, or I'm a communist and I'm voting Communist Party. That's why I'm not going to deviate. But it's these people that be vacillating back and forward, and they try to be contrarian when they think that's cute and things like that. Those are the dangerous people that you voted Jill Stein Green Party this time, but next time you gonna say, "Oh, baby, you too wishy-washy."
The line is always moving.
Right.
Marc had no business hosting that show. He be putting himself in situations where he's the smartest in the room, and that can be tired. I agree. I think he gets an ego boost out of being the smartest person in the room. I still side eye him. Yes. Okay. Then you have a set. Okay, we talked about this. Most of the gay barbershops are owned by white men. A Latino gay ex-worker.
Where the Latino ones at? Hold on, where that at?
I used to work at a Dominican gay barbershop in NYC. Well,
they have the erotic barber down here in Atlanta. The one who
him.
That be getting his dick sucked?
No, he don't get his dick sucked, but he do nude cut.
He do what?
You hear a nice piece of dark chocolate. I ain't gonna take that.
What does he do? What does he do?
He cut hair. He cut good hair too.
He cut good hair and he slink.
So is he getting his dick sucked in the barbershop?
No, he is naked.
Yeah,
and he'll let you touch on it and stuff like that, but he be cutting hair.
No.
He cut no.
I'm
sorry.
Why does everything have to be so hypersexual? Like, why can't you just get your hair cut?
It's OnlyFans content.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he has regular clients. You have to tell him what you want. Do you want a regular haircut, or do you want,
Sometimes you need that stress.
I'm here for it.
Reliever,
You're right. I'm here for it.
Is there any other stories that we should talk about?
Girl, Megan Thee Stallion flop. Sorry,
JBP? I mean, there's no sorry though, but I don't understand what y'all classify as a flop. Y'all think that because a song is released on a Friday, by Monday it should be sold out.
Megan got a song out?
Y'all sound like Saucy Santana. Like, I'm sorry. She said,
wait, Megan got a new song out?
It's not.
Yeah, it's called Whenever.
And it's whatever, bitch. It's whatever.
I didn't know. And I like Megan, and I follow Megan. I really like her, but I didn't know she had a song out.
And you was like, it wasn't being promoted. It was being promoted days before it got released.
I did not know. I would have known it wasn't being promoted well.
It was promoted, but it was she did promote it.
It was all over Twitter. It was
very,
over Instagram.
very light.
It wasn't the promotion and the rollout didn't take like it should.
But it's not even just that. Like let's
it didn't make it to my
promotion. Let's get promotions out of there. I think, and the problem is, and this is not me coming from a standpoint because I stand somebody else, because I don't stand none of these. Well, I stand Beyonce, but the thing about it is, though, with Megan Thee Stallion, the problem that a lot of people have, it's the same thing, different font. And I'm not talking about flow. I'm not talking about cadence. I'm not talking about like whatever you want to call it. It literally, like, can we talk about something else? I feel like I've heard this song several times on one of her previous albums that she came out with recently.
What is what is it giving?
Like it's and I hit it and all this, it's the same. It's the same.
That's not even that's not even what the song, like that song don't even flow like that.
It's whatever, bitch.
I think what you're trying to say is like it's the similarities of her songs, but I feel like it's not given the baby. All the baby songs sound like, because he raps the same flow on every single song. It don't give that, in my opinion. I've been listening to Megan since she's been thick.
It is very similar to her past projects, though. I think we can be.
I feel like everybody recycle their lyrics. Everybody recycle their beats. I feel like everybody recycle everything, because if I'm gonna keep doing music, I'm gonna have to recycle something.
Yeah, no. Doja had that problem too with her little rollout with that song that she came out too. Because girl, what the hell are you even talking about?
I think one of the issues is too, I think some of the demands today of the music industry is different. And so you're going to have a lot of similarities because they have to put out music too fast. Back in the day where you could put out an album and that album was going to sit for 2 years. Now you put out an album and in 6 months, they asking for you to have a whole nother album, and you still in that same frame of mind or in that same space in your life, it's going to sound similar. So I think that's a lot of the issues that a lot of artists have today, as opposed to artists.
But I mean, she did address it on her live. Like, she was visibly upset. We know that it made 300,000 streams. I'm rooting for Meg to get back into the Savage days. Like, when she came out with Savage, that just sounds different. Like, you get what I'm saying? It was nothing that we heard before. I don't know. I just feel like
that's because Beyonce was on it, and Beyonce.
Well, no. I was listening to that before Beyonce. That song was hot before Beyonce.
Come through Essence.
Girl, that song was hot way before Beyonce. I mean, even WAP. Let's just bring up WAP.
I just feel like it's so many other artists. I feel like people can say that, if Ice Spice released something, it's just so good. If Doja Cat released something, it's just so good. Chris Brown has been making the same type of auto-tune fucking music for years.
No,
nobody's listening to Chris Brown, but nobody's listening to Chris Brown.
What?
His fanatics, yes, his fans are listening to it. I don't know what he's making.
Actually listening to him. He's on tour.
Because
he got fans. He got a lot of loyal fans from back in the day.
Right. He has a loyal, Chris Brown. That's not a fair comparison because Chris Brown has been in the industry.
I'm talking about his music, though. His music still sounds the same.
It ain't
but
it's very much auto-tune.
We cannot compare the trajectory of Chris Brown.
It's very much charting.
It's charting. We cannot compare the trajectory of Chris Brown's career to Megan Thee Stallion's. Chris Brown has been making
career. I'm saying song wise.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's still a part of his career. Chris Brown has been making music for 20 plus years. Megan,
it's similarities.
It has been
very similar.
It sounds the same it's been sounding the same since the last 10 years.
His stuff not good either. It's not. It's like you know what though, that video that I made that you're referencing when I said about the promotions and stuff like that, towards the end I really said everybody, and I don't care if I'm stepping on anybody's toes, everybody in the hip hop and R&B community is not pushing they fucking weight, and the pop girlies are eating y'all asses up. Right. And they are because they're doing different shit, and we're doing the same thing. Like a Sabrina Carpenter, like a what's the other girl name?
Darren.
Wait, what?
That Bonnie, that fucking that nigga.
Black women.
Well, I'm not. Look. At the end of the day, they're not pushing their weight. I'm just saying, we're not pushing our weight musically. We are not.
Let's be clear. Pop is always going to outsell because it is pop.
Not in the 2010s.
Hold on, y'all. We can't all talk at the same time. Go ahead, Essence. Go ahead.
The reason why Billie Eilish music sounds like fucking Target music. Okay, you can play that anywhere. Sabrina, you can play that music anywhere. You can't play Doechii everywhere. You can't play Megan everywhere. You can't play Cardi. You can't even play Nicki everywhere. So like to compare black women to white women, you know how easy pop music is?
No, 2010s, we had B, we had Ree, we had Nicki, we had freaking, they was doing shit.
Levels now. They're on.
I'm saying back in the day.
I couldn't name you a
2010 pop was still reigning supreme. Pop was still, and Beyonce, let's be clear, in the 2010s, Beyonce was not R&B. Beyonce was pop. That was pop. And Rihanna was pop mixed with R&B. Stop. That was not R&B. That was pop. Beyonce and Rihanna are pop.
Yeah.
Pop is always going to outsell because it's pop. It's the popular music of that time. It shifts. Pop music shifts generation to generation, but pop is the popular music, so it's always going to outsell.
But let me just say this: analytically, we are in a decline. Let's just talk about black artists versus white artists. We are in a decline. Black music is declining. Like let's not.
Well, no. I'll say like this. Here's how I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you this way. R&B has died. Real rap is dying.
Dying.
Why you have hip hop, which is the pop version of rap. Let's be clear. Hip hop to me is nothing more than you trying to make rap more pop. But
hip hop is supposed to be rap and R&B. That's what it's supposed to be.
Pure rap is dying, or if not already dead. True R&B been dead 10 or 15 years now. And all of those girls are pop now. And the music industry wanted it that way. White people that lead these music industries, when they saw that little white kids started to try to mimic the R&B artists, late 90s, early 2000s, you saw those white artists try to mimic the R&B artists, or those white rappers that tried to mimic the real black rappers. They switched it and flipped it and started making that pop music so that they could sell more albums to white America and to Europeans and all types of people that will buy the music. So now everything that was out, they've already taken and bastardized it.
Yeah, but even when you look at like the newer artists that are coming out, like a lot of them are trying to mimic those old Y2K R&B type sounds, and it's not working. It didn't work for Tiana Taylor. It really didn't work for Chloe.
The record industries are not going to promote it like they're going to the Billie Eilishes of the world, because the Billie Eilishes are the pop people now. They're not going to promote that the same way that they promote.
Because they're white.
Exactly. They're not going to.
I couldn't tell you.
It's kind of hitting the white folks too, because that girl that they trying to prop her up to be the new Britney Spears. I forgot that other white girl child that be doing them dances. I forgot her name. But it's hitting them too. But it's just like the newer artists are just not bringing it. I don't know, maybe it's just I'm just an old head or whatever, and I just miss my generation of music. But like, I'm not feeling nothing that's coming out. Everything is trash. Everything is the same. Everything is the same thing.
You can't be an old head at 27.
Well, I'm gonna be an old head because this music is fucking trash. This music is fucking.
I could be an old head.
I'm not even gonna single out Meg. Meg is a product of her environment. Megan,
you gotta be over the. You gotta be in the Dirty 30 club or older to be.
And look. I will drag my faves. I feel like Pink Friday 2 wasn't bringing it to. I feel like she could have did a lot more with Pink Friday 2. I think a lot Drake as well with that damn album that he did with Party Next Door.
But a lot of these
very late.
I like who's calling my phone? Who's calling?
One, two little songs. That's cute. One, two little songs.
Yeah, the difference between a lot of artists now and some of the old artists is old artists were there for the music. They loved the music. New artists love the money. So they're gonna go wherever the money is leading them, whatever style or genre or garbage that sells, they're gonna go after that. Whereas some of them old artists, they didn't give a shit if you bought it or not. They were here for the music. They were here for the artistry of it all.
Yes, it's time. It's getting late, y'all. Tell the people where they can find
you. You started at 9:30, and now you trying to rush up.
It was getting good,
honey. Rush us off, and she the one who started at the 9:30.
She's trying to get some.
Right. I'm a mother and a wife. Okay, I gotta go tend to my family. It's batty shot o'clock.
It's not. Hey, it's not.
It's not.
We don't want to hear that.
It's batty shot. It's shot o'clock.
Overtime to get Zeus abolished. Okay, please.
Yeah. That demonic place.
God.
Okay, it's shot o'clock. Tell the girls where they can find you.
I am on Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, every damn well at the Essence of It 7.
Period. Tell the girls where they can find you.
I am on Instagram, YouTube. I actually do have a TikTok. I just never go over there or post on it. But you can find me on YouTube all the time at L3027 official, and you'll find me.
All right, you can find me at the Darren Green Show here on YouTube, or Darren Green TikTok, or Darren Green Show.
And shout out to you, Darren, and shout out to you, Medusa, because I see y'all doing big things. I'm so proud of y'all. I want to say that.
Thank you.
Yes,
I see y'all doing big stuff. And,
I know. I feel like we were all on like just for the whole week because I was on Friday. I don't know when y'all was on. Y'all was
on like.
Oh, Essence, you were on there too. Shout out to you too, Essence.
I was on there like Thursday. I want to say.
Yeah, I was on there like Wednesday or something.
So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep, they had me on Friday, Jam.
Period. Why did you post it?
Oh, I mean, because I've been on. Who, me?
Right.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Because I've been on like 4 or 5 times. Not to toot my own horn, but I've been on there a couple of times. It was like, okay, now it's normal now. Like it's I can't because of this new job. I probably can't do it no more because it's like it's time consuming. It's a whole.
It is time consuming. They told me to come in at 12. They had me come on at 3.
Yeah.
They probably gonna email you soon because they already asked me to come back on, so they probably gonna reach out to you. Yeah.
I tell them, look, I got a job now, child. I got a 9 to 5.
I think they need like regulars to come on.
They reach out to you via DM.
Well,
they told me. They told me to download Zoom and get off of the Skype. So now we're gonna be on Zoom instead of Skype.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't tell me shit, but that's okay, baby. I'll be back.
But they also said to reach out to them too whenever you want to come back on.
Okay,
they'll probably reach out to you. They'll reach out to you.
Yeah, they will.
Well, thank you for everybody for joining my live. Y'all know I am Medusa Show Off. I'm live. I go live every Monday at 9:30. Y'all can follow me on YouTube at Medusa Show Off. You can follow me on Instagram at Medusa Show Off, and on TikTok at the Medusa Show. And I will be back for some more, y'all. Thank you so much for joining this live. I really do appreciate y'all. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be back for some more. I love y'all so much. Bye. Y'all.